As we've been telling you, Mayor LaToya Cantrell has issued that emergency order to essentially control who will provide trash services in the French Quarter. Now, the French Quarter Management District, they're moving separately to choose their own contractor under a new state law that allows them to do so. It comes after dissatisfaction from residents in the French Quarter over the mayor's decision to oust IV Waste. This morning, Councilman King, who represents the French Quarter, is here in studio to discuss the ongoing controversy here. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for spending time with us.
Good morning, Mr. Walker. Thanks for having me.
Let's start with the emergency declaration here. The mayor is essentially coming in with an emergency contract to install Henry Consulting. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it's an emergency contract that the mayor is saying that the mayor has canceled, basically. There was a contract set in place with IV Waste throughout that extended throughout this year. The mayor canceled that contract, so without the mayor's actions, there would be no emergency. So the mayor is basically trying to satisfy an emergency that she created. And as the representative of the French Quarter, I'm going to do what I can to keep the current provider in, simply because that's what the residents want. That's what the businesses want, and that's the right thing to do, and this is an easy one.
Keep IV Waste.
That's it.
The mayor does cite that state law in her order, but that same state law also empowers the city council to do away with that emergency declaration.
That's correct, and that's going to be the plan today, led by me, and just as a resident of the city, you just get tired of this saga not ending, and as a council member, you're a bit disappointed because you were blindsided yet again, and you just think it's easy in this case to do what everyone wants you to do, and that's keep IV Waste in, not because of anything more than the product is what everyone wants. The businesses are happy, the residents are happy, the visitors are happy, and why would you change anything if everything is going in the right direction? It's a bit perplexing, it's a bit frustrating, but I want the residents and the businesses to know that we hear you, I hear you, and I will continue to fight for you on this issue.
Use that word perplexing because in the foreground we have this conversation here about the emergency declaration and the mayor's emergency move here, but in the background we have the litigation that's pending in court right now for the full-term contract for Henry Consulting. Do you have any thoughts on where this could potentially, how this could potentially impact the ongoing case?
I don't have any thoughts. I don't. I just know that it's frustrating because this spot we're in today doesn't have to be. Just listen to your residents. It can be difficult because there could be competing interests, but in this situation, there are no competing interests. Everyone is saying the same thing. Everyone's marching in the same direction, which is not always the case in the French Quarter. So it's very puzzling as to why we keep going around and around in this cycle, this saga with this situation.
And you've been pretty clear about your stance on this, but I want to ask you again, just so that you have it on the record again. As far as garbage collection is concerned, is it that Henry Consulting wouldn't be the best pick, or is it that the people have who they want?
It is the product that we have seen in the past half year, with all of the major events, Super Bowl, Mardi Gras, you name it. We have seen what is there, and there's no, in my opinion, no reason to go to the unknown when we have a known commodity. I don't care who the name is. All I care is that the product is right, and we have something that is working. Whether it be Henry, whether it be IV, or you name it, we have something that's working that is pleasing to everyone. Let's just keep that in place, and we'll move forward when this contract expires. There's no rush.
Got less than 30 seconds left. I want to ask you real quick something else on the agenda today, taking up a conversation about 1201 Canal Street, the old Krause building, those condominiums. You got some tenants who are saying they're being evicted because the landlord is are going to transform their units into Airbnbs, which could potentially be misleading on their initial application.
Yes. So I've spoken to the landlords and the property owners, and I told them either you make this right on your own, or you will force myself and the rest of the council members to make this right. So to my knowledge, they have told all the residents that no one will be forced out, that they're not going anywhere, and that they will rescind their application for short-term rentals. We have yet to see that on paper in action. That's what they told us, and we're going to take them at their word. But if they're not ready to do that, then the council, with me leading the charge, will step in and force their hand.
And you're calling on the Department of Safety and Permits not to approve their requests.
That's one step that we will take if they do not make this right by the residents.
All right, got a lot going on, good sir.
Got a lot going on.
We do thank you for your time this morning and
Thank you.
coming in. All right, Councilman Freddie King, the full city council, they're set to meet in council chambers this morning at 10. And again, as Councilman King said here, they will take up that question, a vote to terminate that emergency declaration by Mayor Cantrell, which they do have full right to do so by way of the same law that the mayor cites in her declaration. Of course, WWL will be there, keep you updated throughout the day, online and on air.